A Tryst with Destiny. Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's inaugural address on 14th August 1947. Presented by Class 12B Humanities batch students. Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time has come when we redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. A moment comes, but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance.
The dawn of history, India started on her unending quest, and trackless centuries are filled with the grandeur and striving for her success and failures. Are we brave enough and wise enough to grasp this opportunity and accept the challenge of the future?
Freedom and power bring responsibility. The responsibility rests upon this assembly, a sovereign body representing the sovereign people of India. Nevertheless, the past is over and it is the future that beckons us now.
The future is not one of peace or resting, but of incessant striving so that we may fulfill the pledges we have so often taken and the one we shall take today. The service of India means the service of the millions who suffer. The ambition of the greatest men of our generation has been to wipe every tear from every eye. That may be beyond us. But as long as there are tears and suffering, so long our work will not be over.
And so we have to labor and to work hard for the reality of our dreams. Peace is said to be indivisible. So is freedom, so is prosperity now. And also is disaster in this one world that can no longer be split into isolated fragments.
To the people of India whose representatives we are, we make an appeal to join us with faith and confidence in this great adventure. We have to build the noble mansion of free India where all her children may dwell. The past clings on to us still in some measures, and we have to do much before we redeem the pledges we have so often taken.
Yet the turning point is past, and history begins anew for us. The history which we shall live and act and others will write about. A new star rises, the star of freedom in the east. A new hope comes into being. A vision long cherished materializes. May the star never set and that hope never be betrayed.
We rejoice in their freedom, even though clouds around us and many of our people are so vagrant and difficult problems encompass us. On this day, our first thought go to architect of this freedom, the father of our nation, who allowed the torch of freedom and lighten up darkness that surrounded us.
We have often been unworthy followers of his and have strayed from his message. But not only we, but succeeding generations will remember this message and bear the imprint in their hearts of this great son of India. Our next thoughts must be of the unknown volunteers and soldiers of freedom who, without praise or reward, have served India even unto death.
We think also of our brothers and sisters who have been cut off from us by political boundaries and who unhappily cannot share in the freedom that has been granted in the present. The future beckons to us. Whither shall we go and what shall our endeavors be?
To bring freedom and opportunity to the common man, to the peasants and the workers of India, to fight and end the poverty, ignorance and disease, to build up a prosperous, domestic and progressive nation and create a social, political and economic institution which makes sure of justice and fullness of life to every man and woman.
We live in a great country like India on the verge of bold development, and we have to live up to that high standard. We cannot encourage narrow-mindedness or communalism, and no nation can be great if people are narrow in thought or in action.
To India, our much-loved motherland, the ancient, the eternal, the ever new, we pay our reverent homage and we bind ourselves afresh to her service. Jai Hind.